Hi guys, and once again welcome to Neutral X Series 60. This is where you master the market, and this is where I will unlock your potential. Over here today we'll be talking about entries. Okay, I know you guys will be like, what is this guy talking about today? Entry, not just entries. Okay, we have three type of entries. Okay, just three type. We have three type of entry. So whereby, let's go to a clean background whereby we have let's say we are on the uptrend movement. Okay, we have our first deviation, then we have this second deviation, then third deviation, right? So on this first point here, there's this structural movement whereby you just start, you catch the beginning of the trend. Okay, that's why you see here some people saying sniper entry. Okay, you catch the beginning of the major trend. Then your second entry will be the pullback, right? Will be your pullback, right? Your third entry will be your break and retest. Okay, so there'll be a break on the above here, then there'll be a slightly retest. All right, so your third will be your break and retest. So let me change this color. So once you catch the major trend, I think I need to make this color and blue. Yeah, once you catch the major trend, price rides to a certain level where probably there's a base level up there. Price bounces at that base, comes down to retrace to either to another base level where there's plenty of orders. Tapping those orders, that will be your second entry. First entry, second entry, then your third entry will be here. Okay, and guys, remember, these entries doesn't come once in a row. Sometimes yes, you can get them all in a row, whereby you get the first, you get the second, then the third. Okay, whereby sometimes you just get the first and second, no third. Sometimes you just get just first, then okay. Just the concept of this video is for you to get the idea on how the movement works. All right, just how the movement works and how you can get in to a trade. Okay, and how you can get into a trade. Okay, knowing probably so you can't just stay on the chart too long. Okay, I found this common in the industry where people stay on the chart too long. As a beginner, you don't need to even stay on the chart too long, so you don't need to mentally drain yourself over the chart. All right, so sometimes this doesn't come clean. Okay, this doesn't come clean. So we are having AI hello, right? So let me show you guys how it looks on the chart with our entry time frame. Okay, these are 15 minutes time frame. Sometimes, like I said guys, the candle doesn't come clean. Sometimes the candle is full, sometimes the candle is merged. All right, so for the entry, let's look for a trend. Okay, you can see we are in an uptrend. All right, whereby we see price going up here, price going up, came down, went up, broke this high, went up. You can see the chart pattern, guys. This is our chart was keep moving to the upside. So let's say you entered at this point. Okay, this will be your first entry. Second entry are the retest, right? Like price came into the demand zone. Okay, second entry there. Then your third entry, okay, your third entry is the follow-up. Okay, which the third entry is not here. Okay, remember I draw this here and the third entry is not here. So Over here you can still come again, still do the same movement thing. I want to just find the third entry movement. Okay, that's what I'm actually looking for. Okay, I think we got one here whereby we can see where the price runs up, comes down, but didn't get down to this actual base level. Okay, just came down here on the retest, then boom to the upside. Okay, you can see that, guys. So price just comes down, then these are it works. So sometimes you can just get the three patterns, sometimes you just get two, sometimes one. So for a good trader, you need to know which you're actually going for. Okay, which you need to actually know which you're actually going for. And also this video is also like break and retest. Okay, they use the concept of break and retest. They'll be like, okay, this is break and retest strategy or blah blah. Like I said, all these are concepts. Okay, so they use the concept of break and retest on this. So if you use the concept of break and retest, they'll be like, okay, once price break above, you retest. Okay, once price comes again, retest a level and all that. But break and retest video is same thing with this, whereby we use it as a, let's say, a BOS. Okay, we use it as a BOS. Okay, we see when price break above here, it comes down to retest it. All right, like support and resistance video I did. If you haven't watched that video, go and do that right now, because I'm dropping the source back to back. All right, raw ways. So that's how break and retest works. So it's also the same entry, but it's actually called entries. Okay, so it's actually called entries. So you actually know how it works, which by whereby we get the standard entry, or you can say the standard deviation, second standard deviation, the third standard deviation. Okay, so people use these names to cover it up, just the same way they get the good understanding on how it works. So this is the same way I'm actually giving you guys how it works, but with a good view on it, without using those language or those trading language whereby you get BOS, support and resistance, fair value gap, all those are names. Okay, all those are names. And also remember, guys, the podcast that is coming up soon, that is where I actually talk about the real deal of how this entire trading concept is. Okay, and also I actually did the same talk on at the first, I think at the first or the second video I did, my first and second video I dropped on YouTube. So watch that, guys, and you know the concept of it. But I keep telling people on that video that, like, Forex is a game. Okay, so the gaming part will come on the podcast. So that's why I'm saving that for the podcast. So guys, click that subscribe button, hit that like button, and see you guys on the next video. Peace.